Hey guys, welcome back to Rooted Living Homestead. So it's been a hot minute since we've been on here. Our life has just gotten crazy and we realized for a time that we needed to take a break from really focusing on trying to put out content. Anyway, but we are back and we decided to pull out the camera today. We're going to be working on prepping a really large in-ground garden area. As you know, we have our few raised beds back over this direction, and then we have one in our backyard that can't be moved right now because I've got garlic and such in it, and so until springtime comes that those are harvested, then we need to leave that there, and then we'll go from there as far as if we want to move it or not. I'm not sure. So we just thought we'd bring you along today as we're working on planning out this area. Kenneth will be out in a minute so I can have him update you. I don't remember how large he said we're going to be making it, but this ground, we used to have an in-ground garden. It will not be near this big. It was mainly back here, went right up against our driveway and came to about where we have this first row of raised beds right here, right now. We are going to go ahead and put all these to bed. We probably should have already done it, but we're going to go ahead and cut down all these roots down to ground level, add some more mulch to them so that they're nice and ready for comes planting time. We've had the pigs, we moved them up here so that they've been moved around frequently as where we're going to have this in-ground garden, so it's helping to fertilize, and they don't root much, but what they do is kind of just on the surface, so it's just helping kind of get a little bit of the top layer ready. So we'll bring you along today for that. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Piggies are getting big. They love to play with the kids. Ain't ya? She's gotten so much more docile. Also up on the agenda today is we've had some crazy windy days lately. So any boxes we may have had sitting around, along with any neighbors' boxes, have all decided to find its way along our back fence line. Giving the piggies some more hay. She likes it. Yeah? No, no, he's digging it back out for you. They're gonna make you work for it. You put it in, they can dig it out. They're basically toddlers. Little Farmer Brown there. We'll have to move our compost pile. So basically our old garden used to be from our in-ground garden. There used to be a fence that ran from about here all the way down there. And then it went over to, I don't know, about where she's standing, I think. But we let it all grow up because we thought we were switching all to raised beds. But now we're going to do just kind of a mixture. So now we've got to re-prep the ground. Let's go see what he's saying about measurements as he falls off.
Hey,
where were you?
Where I dug my heel in the
right
ground.
Here?
Yeah. Right there. Right here.
How big is that?
50 by 50.
50 by 50.
And it'll go,
Yeah, we've got underground electric right there.
well, the electric is 2 feet in the ground, or is 18, 20 inches in the ground, but my Ethernet cable is
Oh, not so.
not.
Well, we'll just have to watch it, I guess.
Well, here, there's only that section right there.
What it looks like when you have to do everything by hand and you don't have a tractor yet. Good job, buddy. Oh my.
Get some?
We're making them work for their keep.
There you go.
Single wood chip at a time. Take over the pile, buddy. Oh, watch out, Sissy. Oh, good job.
That's a good turn.
So I thought we might want to talk today on this fine, beautiful, windy Oklahoma day. Kind of what our plans are as far as what do you see for the garden this year. I know we have a lot bigger plans this year. I think so many times we're late in the game in planning. I mean, it's our own fault. I mean, we're the only ones that...
we do it every year.
Every year we go, oh, I wish we should have done this, or we should have gone bigger. And I mean, our plans for our raised beds were much bigger than it was, but I think that's one of the biggest parts is we're still learning and gleaning, and we've used a lot of this winter time, especially recently, more YouTubing as far as research and growing in our knowledge. And I think that's the biggest thing is when you're homesteading, you can see what other people do all day long, and you can want that, but you have to adapt it to what is possible at this time for your family. And sometimes it's easy, I know for me, and I think you would say you're the same, that it's easy for us to watch other people and go after what they're going after, when really in the long run maybe that's not our passion, or when we stop to think about it, it's not really where we want to go. So what do you think? I know.
He's helping.
That's the cutest little homestead helper you can get.
One chip at a time, right?
One chip at a time. So what are your, I mean, I kind of showed you mapping it out, but what are your, I guess maybe like overall goals or plans for as far as the garden this spring?
Yeah, well, so I mapped out a few different things that I was going to try to make work, but it looks like I'm going to run about a 50 by 40 area, so about 2,000 square foot area, and we got the pigs over here rooting up the ground that we're gonna run 50-foot rows, and then I think this side over here I'm gonna make them rows of raised beds. So on one side we'll have however many rows we can fit. I've got the math, but I can't think it up right now, of 50-foot rows on the ground. And then we're gonna take these raised beds, take the smaller ones and move them over, and they're gonna edge this side. And we'll see how that works for us this year, but we're definitely gonna try to grow, I'm hoping 5 to 10 times more than what we have. And then over there, we're gonna keep, by the side of the house, we're gonna keep that area for, we did watermelon and cantaloupe, and they turned out really, really well over there. So I think I'm gonna keep that.
Well, that area as is really is not good for anything else.
Right.
So it's kind of nice to be able to maximize that space.
Yeah. I mean, the only other thing it was serving was when I mow it, it would throw all the grass and dirt up onto the condenser.
Right,
so.
but yeah, we definitely want to, he's struggling.
There you go. Got it.
We definitely want to, I would love not having to buy produce in the grocery store unless it's something that we literally can't grow here, like citrus, you know, fruits, bananas. We don't have apple trees, things like that. But I would like us, you know, growing a lot more lettuce and yeah, that kind of stuff. I know that, you know, as far as feeding our family, it's a lot easier for the kids to learn to eat the things we want them to eat if we have them. And I noticed them too, they're a lot more interested if they've had a part in growing it. And I think that's one of the biggest things that's...
Some of the lettuce and was it cilantro or was it dill?
Cilantro. So the girls, you know, Kenneth made them their own little raised bed that they requested, and they had cilantro planted in that, and they would come out here and just snack on it as is. And they wouldn't be having that if I would be going and buying cilantro in the store. That's just a tiny example of, you know, just one of our goals is feeding our family healthier, cutting out a middleman of the grocery store, knowing what's in our food. And so this year we're just trying to get a head start on that and not have regret later on in the year.
So we got the area that we want sort of mapped out. Oh, you're okay, bud.
I know, work can be so hard when you're so little.
Yeah, are your muscles tired? Oh, okay, there you go.
Where there's a will, there's a way, Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, what were you saying?
So we have the area mapped out with our limited space. It's just step one is taking this massive pile of wood chips and moving it over across the driveway.
Yeah, because our area starts about right here in between these two piles, so we're gonna get this out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It was free. Friends of ours that do tree service, they were wondering where they could dump some off. And it's like, oh hey, come out to our house and we'll take them. So that's going to be a blessing. Anytime that they need to dump off a load of wood chips, we're going to...
He needs help, Daddy.
Here you go, bud. Let me help you. Here. Ready?
I'll add that too is, I know I've said it before, but when you're trying to homestead on a budget like we are, a pretty small budget, for wood chips, you need wood chips for your garden. And so if you have a local utility company, some of these have come from our local utility company that were cutting trees nearby. I saw them on the road and I just stopped him and said, hey, when you're done there, instead of having to drive all the way on the other end of town, bring them down our driveway. It'll save you gas. And so they were willing to do that. And then another thing is all these newer wood chips are from a friend who they're doing tree work right now. So if you don't have friends in tree work, make friends who are in tree work and contact your local arborists and tree trimming services and contact them and ask them, what do you do? Because they normally have wood chippers that they put all their limbs through that they're cutting down. Ask them if they dump them in your yard. You never know, especially if they're near you, it might save them time and money to have to drive to wherever they're taking them, and it would help you out too.